Hey everyone, I welcome you all to this video. And today in this video, we are going to discuss about pivot, unpivot, and transpose in Power Query Editor in Power BI. This is an important interview question, and we use this functionality often in Power BI. So let's go to the Power Query Editor. We have already opened the Power BI report. I'll simply click here on Transform Data, and this will open the Power Query Editor for us. So here we have three tables. The first one is named transpose, second one is named pivot, and third one is named unpivot. So we are going to discuss about these three functionalities. So let's talk about the very first functionality, that is transpose. So let's say this is a table that is available to us. Here in this table, you can see that we are having a total of 4 records. First record, second record, third and fourth. And we have a total of 3 columns, that is ID column, marks column, and student column. If we will be using transpose functionality on this table. So transpose simply refers to that rows will be converted to columns and columns will be converted to rows. So if as of now we are having 4 records and 3 columns, so after the transpose operation we'll be having 3 records and 4 columns, right? So first of all, I'll take a screenshot of how the table looks now, and then we will transpose and then we will compare that what is the difference between these two, right? So first of all, I'll simply take a screenshot of this part, this table that we have now. All right. Let's open this. And then Windows up arrow key. 1 second. All right. So let's place it here. This is the original table that we have. Sorry. We'll further resize it. Okay, so this is the original table that we have, and this is the screenshot of the original table that we have taken. All right. And now let's use the transpose operation on this table. So I will simply click here on transform. In the Power Query Editor, I'll click on transform tab. And then here you can see that there's an option transpose. So initially the table looked like this, as you can see in the screenshot below. And now after performing the transpose operation, the table looks like this, right? So in the beginning, we were having 4 records, but now after the transpose operation, you can see here in the Power Query Editor, we are having 4 columns, right? And since initially we were having 3 columns, that is ID, marks, and students. So now after the transpose operation, we are having 3 records, right? That is your first record actually shows you nothing but the ID, and your second record shows you nothing but the marks, and then your third record shows you nothing but the student names. So that's how the transpose operation works, right? And let's close this, and further let's maximize the Power Query Editor. So that was all about the transpose operation. Now let's talk about how does pivot work. So let's say there's a situation that is given to you, and here we have 4 columns, that is month, day, sales, and profit. So if let's say I'll talk about different records, then in the month column, in the first record, we have the data for January and days 3, so 3rd January, and then the sales amount is given, and then your profit is given. If I'll further talk about January, and then we have data for 4th January, sales was 96 and profit was 100. So similarly, for different days in different months, that is January, February, March, and April, we have the value of sales and profit available. Now, let's say we want that whatever values are available in the month column should be available in different columns. And corresponding to those different values available in columns, we should be having sum of sales in different cell values. So let's understand that how that works, right? So first of all, I will take the screenshot of this table that you can see on the screen now. Let's simply take the screenshot of this. And all right, we'll minimize this screenshot. Windows up arrow key. This is the original table that we have, and this is the screenshot. So a screenshot shows us nothing but the original table. And now we will be performing the pivot operation on this month column in this particular table, basically, right? So we'll pivot this table, and we basically want the values in the month column, to appear in different columns. So having this particular column selected, I will, under this transform tab, I will simply click here on pivot column. So here it says that you will have to specify or mention the name of other column on which you want some aggregation to be performed, right? So I want basically that aggregation should be performed on sales. And if I had to specify the way in which the value has to be aggregated, so I'll further expand this advanced options, and I want the sum of these sales values, right? So what do we mean by sum of sales values? So for example, let's say if I'll talk about the original table that we have. So if you look at the very first record in this original table that we have, so for 3rd January, we have profit value as 99 and sales is 88. And again, if you'll have a look at the record 4, that is record number 4, again data is available for 3rd January. There's an entry for 3rd January where the profit is again 99 and the sales value is 88. So this record, that is January 3rd and profit equal to 99, will appear only once, while the sales value will get doubled up, 88 plus 88, right? So that will be the result. So that is what this option performing the sum operation on sales column means, right? So we have to provide that input and we'll just simply click on OK. All right, so this is the result that we have. All right, so originally, if you'll have a look at the screenshot, so originally our table looked like this, but now the day and profit column remained the same. Nothing changed for day and profit column because we selected month column. And in month column, we were having different values, that is January, February, March, and April. So those values which were present there in the month column are now present in different columns, right? And the remaining 2 other columns, that is day and profit, remain the same. And since we specified aggregation to be performed on sales column, so here in different cell values for January, February, March, and April month, you can see that we have different sales values available here, right? So I gave you the example of 3rd January data, right? For which profit was equal to 99. So if you now have a look at this 3rd record, you will see that for this January column, for profit equal to 99, on 3rd January, ultimately, the total sales value, since aggregation was performed, sum was performed, so the total sales value is equal to 176. So pivot works in this way. All right. Now, let's discuss about your unpivot functionality. So I'll just further expand this, all right? And I'll simply click on unpivot. So here we are having this table, and let's say there's a situation that is given to you. You can see that we have items data available in first column, and then we have 3 other columns, that is January, February, and March. And then let's say different sales value, or you can assume that different quantity that was sold or different profit that was generated is available in the different cell values for columns January, February, and March. So I want that the column values, that is January, February, and March, they should be available in one column. And then these values, these different values for January, February, and March column, which are available in January, February, and March column, they should be available in a separate column after performing some operation. So for that purpose, we can use unpivot function, and let's see how it works. So first of all, I'll take the screenshot of this original table that we have. All right. This is the original table that we have. We'll minimize this. Windows up arrow key, and then this is the Power Query editor, the top. And then this is the screenshot of the original table that we had. Now we will select these 3 columns, that is January, February, and March. And I will simply click on unpivot columns. All right. Fine. Can keep it here. All right. So in the beginning, the table looked something like this, right? Now we selected January, February, and March column, and we used the unpivot functionality. So you can see that now this January, February, and March, which were different columns, are now available in this column named attribute. And the different values which were populated here for January, February, and March are now available in a separate column named values. So basically, for the unselected column, that is items column was the unselected column. So for the unselected column, attribute value pairs were generated, right? So attribute value pairs will be generated by using unpivot functionality for the unselected columns, right? So this is how you can transform the data as per your needs by using different functionalities that is your pivot, unpivot, and transpose. I hope this video was helpful, and this question can be asked in interviews. This is an important interview question. So I hope this video was helpful. We'll meet in the next session. Till then, thank you.